Aloha, it's your girl Dev here. And I wanted to celebrate something that I just recently completed this week. Um, it doesn't look like I can share my screen, however, with YouTube Live. So I might not be able to share what I'm referring to, but I will put a link to it in the bottom. So, some backstory over the last 11 years, I have been involved with online digital marketing, specifically supporting in behind the scenes and uh, front and center conscious entrepreneurs, thought leaders, change agents, 6, 7, and 8 figure business owners, and since then just startups as well as people who are still under 6 figures to launch, grow, and amplify their movement and the impact of their work through the power of words. And I've always enjoyed writing. I've always enjoyed using words to communicate. And when I was little, I had hundreds at one point pen pals. This was pre internet, of course. And I used to write letters daily after I finished my homework. That was my dad's requirement. I would write letters to my pen pals all over the world to keep in touch with them and use questions and these really fun things we used to pass around back in the day called slams, which were like these little booklets that you would make that would have different questions on each one that you would go through and answer. And the booklet was made for a person. At the end, when it was all full, you would send back to them. And so, based on people's responses, and this is even applicable now in the modern day in social media, if you're happening upon somebody's content, you're reading it, you're vibing with it, you're feeling into the spirit and the philosophy and the ethos and the stand really that that person is taking through the power of their words, through their ability to precisely communicate a message that speaks to your heart. And usually it's a storytelling kind of based way that we allow ourselves to be seen and allow ourselves to be witnessed in our triumphs, our tribulations, our trials, our human experience, and also the that of the divine within our ways that we have really persevered and triumphed. And so, this is the power of a clear and compelling message. This is the power of knowing who you are and really just being able to reflect on all of the beautiful journey that you've come through in your life, which is unique to you. We all have our own unique journey, right? And we are the master of our own stories. We are the ones that can own fully and completely our uniqueness by telling our story, by also, this is key when we tell our story, to be able to also frame it in a way of like, this is what I learned, this is what I'm moving through, even if we're in the midst of a struggle, moment of struggle or disempowerment. We still um having that lens of, yes, this is where I'm at, I'm owning it, this is where I've been, and here's where I'm headed, here's what I'm focused on. It's really inspiring, and it allows other people to be able to see what's possible and to also know that they can do it as well, or also relate to, at whatever point of your story you're sharing, relate to where they are in their own journey, and or reflect on where they've been. And we all are influential. We all have a circle of influence and people that we can inspire by being vulnerable in our truth and by really standing in the fullness of the value of our value and worth in just simply our human experience. And the more we share our stories, the more we're going to be able to feel connected with one another. And so this concept has really been used in marketing. Some people call it story selling. Some people call it uh, just the power of storytelling. And I would say in the last 10, 15 years, it's really come more into the forefront as a way, not just a tactic, but an authentic way to be able to communicate with others and connect and have that human interest, even in the context of business. And so, saying all that, laying that as a foundation to say this, that all of the entrepreneurs that I've collaborated with over the years during my evolution with my career and my interests with words have has pulled from this strategy and this as a way of communication, as have I. And so recently I found a message in my inbox with an invitation to apply for a copywriting position. And actually, I've been seeing a few of them lately. And I've been wanting to get another stream of income going, to have something more steady. I do have my own business and clients that I work with. And I like to have something that's more consistent and ongoing. And working with more established entrepreneurs, people who have more experience and quote success in that outer sense of their stability with their business, the level of success they've had financially, their reach, their impact has always been fun for me. And I always receive so much value from that. It's like a mentoring that can happen, a paid mentoring that can happen. And so in my inbox arrived this opportunity to apply to be the lead communications um, position in the company. So I'm in the process right now. I just submitted my application. Who knows what's going to happen? For the highest good, I'll get to the next step at least, and explore from there. But part of the impetus of that process was to create and submit a copywriting portfolio. So I just finished today my first ever collation and categorization of all of these writings I've done over the years. And they're not just any writing. They are writing in line with the story selling idea, writing in line with getting the right aligned person. I just want to give the caveat of like always you're speaking to the person that is most aligned for what you have to offer, whether it's a paid offer, free offer, whether it's a free online event you're doing or a paid event, whether it's a high end thing you're wanting to offer or something small like an ebook, let's say. It's so important to really get clear first and foremost on who you're speaking to. And I have played with this to magical results over the years. My who, that's always something I love people to drop into first. Who are you speaking to? And how do they self identify? And what are they going through? What are their aspirations? What are their heartaches? And how do they see themselves evolving? And everyone that I work with is always focused on this evolution piece, right? And so there's also been a trend in the past with marketing and direct response copywriting to really speak to the pain point of people. And that's not what this is about. This is not about triggering pain points. This is not about uh, creating a gap inside the person where they feel like they need what you have in order to be healed. This is about seeing people as whole, perfect, and complete already as they are, with this aspirational lens of what they choose to welcome more into their life, what they aspire to. And as an evolutionary being and an awakening being, as someone who has been on this front line of change and transformation over the last 2 decades now, that has been a must for me with all of the projects that I've been involved with and all of my own writing as well, to always have this lens of like, okay, here's where you might be, and here is the vision of where we're headed. And that is just simply the nature of being a visionary. to pull someone forward in their vision, to be able to like show someone what's possible, um, and what you've been able to do. And you only have to be a step or two ahead of someone to really be able to provide value and shed light on what they may be going through and show them that they're not alone. And so, anyway, I just wanted to share all of this today. I feel really inspired. Just kind of also wanted to speak to the tech piece of creating this uh, online portfolio. I used a platform called Notion, which a brother of mine, Andy, had spoke to me about and introduced me to some months ago. And it's kind of, it can be kind of complex, and it can also be as simple as just creating a document that then lives online, that you, it's almost like a wiki, like a living breathing document you can keep adding to, you can link to. There's a lot of ways you could even use something like a Google Doc to create that, but I really like what I found in terms of the design aesthetic and the capabilities that Notion have. And so I found a template, another woman online that I just, did a search for to find a portfolio template for Notion. And I ended up finding a template. And for the life of me, for the better part of a week, I could not figure out how to get a certain part of my template live. It was showing the headings, but not the entries underneath. And so, thank you to my brother Andy for um, being there for me, to kind of help, you know, through a Telegram chat that we're on, help me persevere and get to the other side of this creation. Excuse me. So, anyway, this is just me celebrating the fact that I did this. If you'd like to check out my copywriting work, I have a link to uh, all of the featured past work I've done, which includes emails for launches, story selling emails, emails for affiliate promotions that I've done, emails, and these are all to my own list. Then a whole array of past projects I did when I collaborated and was a co-founding member of a digital marketing agency for conscious entrepreneurs for almost 5 years, from the years of 2011 to 2015. And that gave me a great background in brand and message strategy. And really, that's where I honed a lot of my chops in this industry. And now I have so much fun with words, because when someone can take an action based on an invitation I've given them, and really there go my doggies, and really feel moved and inspired to take the next step, whatever that may be, whether it's a you know really just to even find out more about something that you're offering. That is a direct response to your ability to connect with them and your ability to inspire them to say yes to that next step, whatever it might be. So if this is something that you currently are looking to optimize or delegate in your business, I do recommend, like, if you're just getting started, to really look into the art of copywriting. It is a skill. I've done courses and learned from other people about this. It's not something that necessarily comes easy to people. Even if you are a savvy writer and you've written, let's say, fiction, or um, journaled for many years, or just done creative writing in general, copywriting is a little bit different, and it is a skill that will benefit you for the rest of your life, because everyone who is in business is in the business of sales. And so, to be able to use your words and craft your words in a way that's in alignment with your true authentic voice, and then to be able to convey an opportunity for someone to say yes to finding out more about how to work with you, or play with you, or just to be in your field, is an invaluable skill to have. So if you're interested in learning more about this, and how you might be able to partner with me or learn from me, I have a couple of ways. One is more DIY, do it with me. through my Rebel Heart Creatrix Mind, which I'm opening the doors to again at the end of this month, early March. And we will be doing copywriting exercises together in a mastermind setting. And or you can also hire me to help you with your copy. And there's lots of ways that I could be of assistance with creating program content, speaking directly to your clients, speaking to leads, social media copy, email marketing copy, sales page copy. I can really assist with any of it. However, with the caveat that I only work with people that have a very aligned message, a resonant, energetic, and who really are about serving humanity's evolution. Anything around the topics of sovereign living and planetary awakening are fair game in my world. And so, if you're interested in learning more about that, just reach out to me and have fun enjoying my Notion template and celebrating the fact that I got it done. And if it's for the highest and best that I get this gig, I'm looking forward to finding out. And I'll keep you posted on how that all goes. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Aloha.